Hey, how many months has it been since we uploaded? Two?
Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Um, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you the last few moments of me platinuming Ghost of Tsushima. At the beginning, I only had 13 trophies to collect, because I had already beaten the main story. You know, I'm not actually sure. I think, oh yeah, now I remember. It was, I beat it in 3 days. May of last year, I beat the game. Which is pretty awesome. Because this is a great game. If you haven't played it, you should really do that. I'm talking to you, George. Yeah, that's right. George. Anyway, yeah, so basically the last trophy I had was this one, and it was a trophy where you had to complete all the side tails in the game, or basically every tail in the game, and it took me like 3 days to do all that, so, yeah, it took way too long. And all those tales were almost all of them were like rescue missions or some sort of like fetch me quest, you know. They weren't too creative, so I got pretty burnt out of them after a very, very long time. The one day I played for like 9 hours and I got like 4 of them done because I just didn't want to do them anymore because I was so sick of like rescuing someone's family just for them to end up dying. Like, oh no, my son, he is missing. Lord Sakai, can I please have your help to go find him, please? Yes, I will go find him. And then 3 years later, he comes back. And he's like, hey, your son's dead. His throat was, violently, filleted, you know? Yeah, that's about it. Give me my XP, please. And that was every quest, basically. They weren't fun, I gotta say, but they were just really boring. Like, just boring. Like, have you ever been sitting there with, like, no other games to play, and, like, you just feel malnourished? That's how I feel. Like, there's no taste in your mouth. There's, like, it's just not there. Yeah, I don't know how to really describe it, but it's just boring with a very heavy emphasis on the beat. And yeah, took so boring, man. I don't know. Like, the story to this game is very, very good. The combat to this game is very, very good. The stealth to this game is very, very good. But when it comes to side quests, this game is horrible. I'm just gonna say that right now. Every other trophy, I pretty much gained naturally, except for 13. 13 trophies I did not get naturally. These 3 trophies right here are the ones I absolutely despised, because all of those had like 9 tails within each trophy, which took me like an hour each to complete. I didn't do them back to back, at least I don't remember, but it took me a dang well time to get that stupid trophy, or all 3 of those stupid trophies. And it again with the boring side tales. Like, I think the main carrier of this, for being boring, was the fact that I was trying to get these trophies done as quickly as I could. I didn't really want to endure many of these side contents, so I would pay attention, but like I would also like kind of zone out and not really pay attention to what of much they were saying. So, and you can't skip any Tales cutscenes at all. Like in the main story missions, you can. Even in the duels, you can. But one single cutscene you cannot even skip. Like, yeah, you can skip some of Jin Sakai's story, but no, you cannot skip this random NPC on the side of the street story that you randomly found. Yeah, that was just a really rough thing to deal with. Also, this is like an hour of footage that you're seeing, but it's all like extremely sped up. So, you're not seeing much actually. I thought this quest that I'm on in this clip I thought it was the last one, but it wasn't, because there was a random NPC in the middle of some forest that I had to talk to, and he was just throwing up, and there were tracks everywhere, so I followed those tracks, and I had to investigate around this one place, and it was this whole thing. And then I finally got the trophy after like forever. I don't know why it took me that long, but it was really, I don't know really how to describe it, but it was just not my cup of tea to do all these quests in almost one sitting. Anyway, there was also these trophies that they had you find 20 of each artifact, which those trophies were pretty easy because I could just look up a guide and collect most of everything. There was also a trophy where you had to bow to these 10 signs around Tsushima, which not in itself was too bad, but the actual locationing of everything wasn't really fun. I just had to fast travel to a place, and then I would bow, and then I would fast travel to the next place, and it was just tedious and repetitive. Any other trophies I can think of? Building up my rank in Tsushima to the Ghost of Tsushima I just did that on the side. Like, especially through the Tales, they gave you like a legend increase each time you did a tale. So I don't know exactly when I got this trophy, but I think it was pretty late into the platinum that I got it. The next trophy that I had gotten was beating all the duels, because there are duels inside of each tale that you can find, and once you do them, it doesn't tell you your progress on the trophy. So, I don't know. Next trophy I got was wait, is that everything? That can't be everything. I have no idea actually. Let me check. So the other trophy that I found that was extraordinarily difficult was it was doing all of the shrines. It was doing all of the hot springs, which I had actually done months and months ago. The next were doing all the haikus, which I didn't really like in the game. They had a moment of peace, but I don't know. It was just kind of intermission between all of the other stuff. And my favorite one were the bamboo strikes. I love hitting random combinations of buttons. That is like my favorite thing to do. After all that is said and done, of course, we gotta make it to the tier list, which is, I know it's cheap, but I gotta give you a ranking on my experience giving and doing all these platinum trophies, you know? Because, I'm gonna be doing a lot of them. I hope. I don't know how far this challenge is gonna go, but, we'll see. Alright, based off how fun the trophies are and how long the game took to platinum, I'm going to be ranking between S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and E tier. I think Ghost of Tsushima gets a B tier platinum. Most of the trophies were pretty easy. Many of them were pretty tedious too. And I think that overall it was a pretty solid and pretty average platinum for a game. I can't really base a platinum off of the main story itself. The story is amazing, but I have to base it off of just the trophies itself. And I think a B tier is really deserving of everything. It's not quite great, but it's not quite bad either. I would maybe do it again if I had a little more time on my hands, but yeah. I give this a B tier rating. So I'll see you guys in the next Platinum Trophy video. Later!